Find the coefficient of x squared in the expansion in ascending powers of x of 1 plus ax over 4 minus x, all square rooted, giving your answer in terms of a. So here's the problem then. Let's have a look at it then. So let's use the binomial theorem to expand this series. This term here. So we've got this term here, so we can split the square root up straight away. It's 1 plus ax to the half over the 4 minus x to the half, which we can put on top. 4 minus x to the minus a half, can't we? And this is equal to then 1 plus ax to the half. Let's take a 4 outside the bracket. Let's keep it inside the whole bracket for starters. So it'd be 4 minus the x over 4, wouldn't it? So that's all to the minus a half. So if this is 4 minus x, so just pull the 4 out there and put it in here, but it's still inside the power to the minus a half. Use the properties of indices then. 1 plus ax to the half. ab to the power will be the first thing to the power, 4 to the minus a half, times the second thing to the power, 1 minus x over 4 to the minus a half. 4 to the minus half. Well, this term can be put at the front of the product. It's 1 over 4 to the half. 4 to the half is 2. So it's a half lots of. Now let's use the binomial theorem. 1 plus nx. N is a half. The x in question is ax. Plus n. N minus 1. X squared. This squared then. Over 2. Plus dot dot dot. Okay, close that bracket, and then it's multiplied by the other term here, which is 1 plus n minus a half, times x, which is minus x over 4 in this particular case, plus n minus a half, n minus 1 minus 3 over 2, x squared, so that's minus x over 4 squared, all over 2 factorial plus dot dot dot. Close that bracket, close the brace around the term. So let's have a look then. So what's this equal to now then? Let's tidy it up a little bit more. So this is equal to a half of this thing here, 1 plus ax over 2. There, minus a squared x squared over 2, 4, 8 plus dot dot dot, close bracket. Now it's times by this bracket here, 1 plus x over 8, and then we've got 4 minuses make another plus, we've got a 3 here, we've got an x squared, and then we've got 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, because it's squared, that's 64, times 2, another 2 is 128. Close bracket. So what have we got then? So the x squared coefficient now then. So x squared coefficient is equal to, now we need to expand the bracket, it's a half. So we get 1 times here, 3 over 128, so that's just 3 over 128. Lots of x squared, so let's put down the 3 over 128. And then it's, the next x squared term comes from this times this, doesn't it? So it's a over 16 plus a over 16. And then the last one that can come out from the expansion of this bracket is going to be this one, isn't it? Minus a squared over 8. So we end up with 9 over 16, times it by 8, top and bottom, you get 72. And 8 of these is 128, so now we can add the fraction. 75 on the top over 2 times 128 is 256. You can tap it in the calculator if you need to there. Oh, that's an A. I've read that wrong. So let's just undo that little calculation, because I assumed that A that I wrote was a 9. Which is not quite the case, that's an A. Let's just emphasize it as an A. I was having it as a fraction. So we've got 3 over 256 plus 9 over 30, plus a over 32 minus a squared over 16. And there's our coefficient of x squared term.